Cost of $40 per month is too expensive for the accounts team. My work involves analyzing all kinds of data. This instance occurred around the time when our company was somewhat new, but still large enough to have 150 employees, and rapidly growing. So far our data analysis had been retail companies, travel agencies, or even the housing market. For the first time we received a request to analyze health data from 5 hospitals in our area. The health data is very sensitive, so the raw data itself and the analytical result could not be shared via email or Dropbox. For the first time my team gets to see that sensitive companies go through channels that have a lot of security to share the data between us and the client. These channels cost money but nothing too expensive which our organization couldn't afford. Something like $40 per month. 4 out of the 5 hospitals have this data sharing channel, which meant that my team was able to receive the raw data and also be able to provide the analysis via the same channel. The 5th hospital was new and they did not have this channel. Either our company or the 5th hospital needed to have this channel. So I raise a request with the accounts team to purchase this channel and it is denied. Myself and my manager both raise it again and also discuss it with the accounts supervisor and it is approved verbally, but declined on the system once again after 2 weeks. We try again for the 3rd time after discussing with the higher accounts manager and still no approval at the end to buy this channel. It is declined and we have been told it is the hospital's responsibility to share the data. And if we reach the hospital they ask us to reach the health ministry, which then asks us to get in touch with the local member of parliament, etc. So just a lot of bureaucracy that I shouldn't be managing. While this entire request of data sharing is being worked on, the time for us to receive and analyze this data is running out. We are waiting only on a single hospital's data which is ready to be sent to us, but only via an appropriate channel. So, I've had enough. I find out from the health ministry email response, while working on getting the hospital to buy the data sharing system, that the data can also be shared practically. Specifically, if I was to take a USB with me to get the data physically at the hospital and also return the output to the hospital the same way. This practical data sharing capability is deemed entirely safe. And that's what I started to do. Every Monday I drive 30 minutes to the hospital at 11 a.m. Go to their admin team to retrieve the data in my USB. And then drive back to my work reaching at 1 p.m. Then I go have lunch at 1 p.m. I repeat this same task again with our analytical output on Thursday. Our contract is to analyze the health data for the whole year. After doing this for 3 weeks, one of the upper management person, whose office is opposite my desk, starts to think that I have been taking a very long time for lunch. From 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., he comes to my desk and asks if everything is okay and why I was away from my desk for 4 hours. I tell him the whole story. He is not happy at all. The cost of that data sharing system is nothing compared to the cost of paying my salary while I physically collect the data every single time. He puts the accounts team into their place by finding out that they approve of this system verbally each time and then deny it every time after a few weeks. And literally that day we have this system all purchased and then installed overnight. Although I do miss the bi-weekly travel while listening to music to only do a copy-paste of files into and out of a USB drive. I hope your company was reimbursing you for the mileage you drove. Yes. Because $40 is a clear and visible new cost, the time you spend on temporary fixes is not that easily definable, unless you very clearly make it so. Workaround for saving $40, 6 hours on timesheet can be handy. I was a contractor to a business process contractor to a major telecommunications Company. Memo. Calendars are too expensive. If you need a calendar for your work, there are Word templates you can use. Replacing my $8.79 3-month at-a-glance wall calendar for release scheduling will be time-consuming. And the taped-together pages and binder clips or scroll tubes will look pretty janky in planning. Meetings with the customer. I wasn't about to spend my own money if they were being this short-sighted. Let me see if I can get a variance. 3 weeks later. Let me pull out the ugliest $100 calendar you'll ever see. Spending a $5 to save a pence. Why everyone loves bean counters. Once had a customer who wanted an automated, albeit not very sophisticated correspondence system for about 3 letters. Big important audit client, so the audit partner wanted to give away consulting services to make the client happy. We estimated it at $20,000. Cheap given the effort. OMG, way too much. Totally unacceptable. Audit partner. You are ripping my client off. What can you do for $1,000 or so? Okay, here are 3 master letters, a box of envelopes, and a roll of stamps. Copy the master letter. Type the address and customer name on the copy of the letter in an envelope. Put the letter in the envelope. Put a stamp on THR envelope and place it in the outgoing mail. If you run out of envelopes or stamps, let us know and we'll get you a new box and/or roll. Needless to say, the audit partner was not one of my fans. The consulting partners, however, just laughed their AES off. A box of envelopes appearing Monday morning on the audit partner's desk might have been seen as a little much. Love accountants. Working for a third party managing a military system. Personnel. Not actual fighting stuff. Military. We need a copy of the database. And we need it now. Us. Okay, it's no problem to extract it. But it's a lot of data. Several terabytes. How do you want to transfer it? Military. Oh, hadn't thought about that, we'll let you know. We still need it next week though. A week passes. Military. Where's our data? Us. We have it, but you still haven't told us how you want it. Military. Oh, right. Leave that with us, we definitely need it next week. We hear nothing and military ignore all requests for update. 2 weeks later. Military. Where's our data? Us. We have it, but you still haven't told us how you want it. Military. Oh, right. Leave that with us, we definitely need it next week, it's getting critical now. 1 week later. Military. It definitely can't be done electronically as it's too sensitive. Us. Okay, how about we put it on a secure drive and deliver it to you? Military. Okay, leave that with us. We'll let you know. 2 weeks later. Military. We can't take a drive sourced by you. It's too insecure. We will supply you with an encrypted drive ASAP. 6 weeks later. Military. We will be delivering a drive tomorrow. Friday. We expect it back on Monday. And will provide a military escort at 9 a.m. so one of your guys can deliver it by hand to base X. 6 months later, I'm talking to my contact and casually ask how they got on with the data, as I had not had a single query about the contents. 1500 DB tables and minimal documentation, and I'm the self-taught DB expert. I find out it took so long to get the drive because there was a massive fight about whose budget it should come from and what spec the drive should be. And once they'd decided, then no one from finance would actually sign off on it, and they had to get a general to agree it. And since they received it, no one has even looked at it, it's just sitting in a fire safe. And as far as I'm aware, that's still the case. You had someone willing to listen to what was actually happening instead of just chewing your ass. That's rare. Why use your car? Sounds to me like you should have taken an Uber, taxi, and billed the company for it. Have the accounts team ever heard of the saying, "To make money you must spend money"? Ooh, this was a good post, thank you for sharing. I'm still stuck on the part where the secure alternative is letting you show up and plug your own USB into the hospital computer. Bi-weekly would be once every 2 weeks. What you were doing was semi-weekly.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Haircast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.